At the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California, the Denver Nuggets on the road to meet the Los Angeles Lakers. They will start Nick Van Exel and Ron Mercer at guards. James Posey, the rookie from Xavier, to forward. Rafe LaFrentz in his second year from Kansas in the middle. And it will be Antonio McDyess, the fine forward from Alabama, up front for Dan Issel's crew. For Phil Jackson's Los Angeles Lakers, Ron Harper, the longtime veteran, Miami of Ohio, Kobe Bryant, the phenom, along with Glenn Rice, Shaquille O'Neal having an MVP year in the middle, and A.C. Green. Let's send it to Cheryl Miller courtside.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, a new head coach and a new attitude has the Denver Nuggets talking about postseason play. But in order for this team to reach the next level, they have to be more consistent on the road, and no one is more understanding of that fact than Nick Van Exel.
We have to win on the road. We look at a team like Minnesota, who we're battling right now, and they've gone on the road and just been whipping butt, you know. So if we want to make that playoff spot, we're going to have to win on the road, because at home, we've shown we can pretty much hold our own, but it's important to win on the road.
I would say he's exactly right. Of the 29 teams in the NBA, only 8 of the 29 have winning road records thus far in the season. And one of the goals for Dan Issel and his young team this year was to try and find a way to win somewhere between 15 and 17 games away from home this year. At the present time, they have 3 road wins.
Dan Issel did a fabulous job. Remember 94-95 when he led the Denver Nuggets, the 8th seed that year, against the Seattle Supersonics, and upset the Sonics in the first round that season. As for Phil Jackson, said their longest winning streak at Chicago, the year they won 72, that was back in 96, was 14 games. Well, they won 14 a year. Ironically, he was on that 71-72 New York Knicks team that lost in the finals to the 71-72 Laker ball club that won 33 in a row. Still the longest winning streak in professional sports. That is just phenomenal. They won 16 in a row on the road that year.
I like how many of those like comeback wins at the end. I just can't believe that somebody can win 33 road games in the NBA in a row. 33 games in a row, not road games.
Gail Goodrich was the leading scorer on that team, if you're wondering, and Jerry West, in his 12th year, won his only NBA championship that year, 71-72. But this Laker ball club a long way from winning 33, and tonight a tough opponent in the Denver Nuggets. Jimmy Clark, Leon Wood, Nolan Fine are officials. The tap is won by the Los Angeles Lakers. Kobe Bryant and Glenn Rice. Rice has Mercer on him to start early.
Yeah, we see a little mismatch right away defensively. They start Mercer on Rice. They try to put Posey on the best offensive player in the field. That's Kobe for the Lakers.
Running in Rice, closing out on him, LaFrentz. Rice's 3 off the mark. LaFrentz coming off a 9-block shot game Saturday in the win over the Charlotte Hornets in Denver. He's been phenomenal, 8th in the league in blocks. Here's Van Exel right side. Little running, teardrop up and in for Nick the Quick. The foul over the top committed by Kobe Bryant.
And we saw the matchups at the other end of the floor that Shaquille O'Neal was on McDyess, because they know that LaFrentz is going to wind up playing pick and roll. LaFrentz set the screen, step back. Van Exel does an excellent job of keeping his dribble alive. Gets a little bit deeper instead of throwing back. That time he shoots a little floater.
Van Exel shooting 81% at the line as a dead-eye marksman out of Cincinnati. Drops it down.
To see Denver extend the pressure. Normally they'll get up and deny the wings hard, try and deny entry passes so that the Lakers have a tough time getting started in the triangle. They want to use up as much time as possible on the 24-second clock.
Kobe takes the rookie Posey off the O'Neal screen to the baseline. McDyess steps up. Lakers rotated. 4 on the shot clock for the Lakers. 2 on the shot clock. Harper off balance, catching rim, free ball. Hauled down by McDyess. Here come the Nuggets.
That's exactly what we're talking about. Shot clock was down to 1 second when Harper let that one go.
Ron Mercer, wing left, over to McDyess. Throws his jumper over Shaq, rimming short. That shot is going to be there all night for Denver early on the shot clock. Here's Bryant, wing right, covered by James Posey. Interesting, the rookie at 6'8", the 18th pick in the draft, has the utmost confidence of his coach, Dan Issel. He had nothing but superlatives for Posey in our meeting before the game.
He couldn't believe that he was still there when they were picking at that spot. They had him actually number 9 on their depth chart going into the draft that year. So when he dropped all the way down to the 18th spot, believe me, they were excited.
Denver on top early. Green enters to Shaq. Oh, he's in prime real estate. Missed the hook, but followed up and in by Glenn Rice.
Well, you got to block out and only give him 1 shot. The last thing you want is a traveler's call. McDyess trying to go a little bit too fast in transition. And this is one thing Denver wants, is transition opportunities. The turnover as a result of it.
Harper will enter again to Shaq. He's in deep. This time doubled by Van Exel and McDyess. Goes out of the double team to Bryant. Back to Shaq. 13 on the shot clock. Kobe slashing, finds the seam, and rims it down with a right hand. Kobe is fouled, and he will go to the line.
The Lakers very patient early on. When the ball went into Shaq, they played inside, outside a couple times. Shaq looking to see who was going to come, and then Kobe found the seam, knows he's got a shot blocker there, and Ray LaFrance goes up and finishes strong. Don't give him a chance to dunk it, throw it down, block it rather, just throw it down.
The assistant coaches and the head coach here in Los Angeles, for that matter, all of Kobe Bryant's work ethic. They say he's insatiable. They say he's obsessed by the game of basketball. He hits the free throw. Lakers lead it 5-2. 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Ron Mercer. Mid-block left side. McDyess with a reverse pass in the corner to Posey, who was standing out of bounds. Another Denver turnover.
Denver usually does a pretty good job of protecting the basketball. They're averaging just slightly over 15 turnovers a game this season, so they've done a good job of respecting the ball. The last 2 turnovers are ones you can do without from a coaching standpoint.
Here comes Ron Harper running into the lane. The ball tapped away by McDyess, or actually by Van Exel. He got it back. Sends to Shaq. He was beneath the rim with a chip shot. A right-handed slam. A 7-0 run by the Lakers.
Kobe up, pressuring Van Exel, trying to slow down Denver from running it right back at him, but Van Exel goes right by Kobe, puts the pressure on him, hits another little floating jumper.
Van Exel's one of those players that offensively runs to the body and takes that running shot as he did that time on Green. Here's a high-low. Harper to Rice, slanting off the baseline for the two-hand jam. And all the Lakers scores have come at the rim.
Well, that's one of those high-low situations. If you take away the low post and the ball gets reversed quickly to the top, you're going to have one of those what we call lock and lob situations. Lock the defensive guy, lob the ball up high to the rim.
Mercer covered by Harper. The sweeping crossover, the pull-up jumper. Rimming off, rebound. Shaquille O'Neal as he seals off McDyess. Outlets to Rice. Nobody picked him up. LaFrance steps up. Too late. Rice for the jumper. No. There's Green all alone for the putback. Denver simply not sealing off L.A. on the offensive glass.
You know, a year ago, Kevin, this Laker team was 13th in the league in rebounding. Right now, they're the #1 team in the NBA in total rebounds. They're #6 as far as offensive rebounds go.
And Green getting 7 per in just 25 minutes a game. 36 years of age. He's phenomenal. Here's Posey, a hurry three missing. Rebound Shaq streaking out. Green to the glass. Not enough hops left. The ball blocked away by Mercer from behind in the backflow. Here come the Nuggets.
The years of experience there by A.C. Green as Nick hopes to throw it up, and they get a second shot opportunity. He ran out on the jump shooter, had the open layup, and here's one that's going to be finished by Kobe.
Posing till closing. Kobe Bryant coming down with a reverse jam, and Denver will call a timeout. It's a 20-second timeout, with the Lakers taking a 13-5, 8-point lead early with 8:15 to go in the first quarter. And Denver seems to be rattled early, a little tight, making bad decisions. Meantime, the Lakers running off the turnovers.
Well, your field goal percentage is going to be real high. You keep winding up with shots like this from Kobe, the dunk from Kobe before when he drove the lane, the dunk by Shaq on the second shot opportunity. You know, right now the Lakers are #1, okay, or rather #11, right in the middle of the pack kind of in the NBA in field goal percentage, but they have steadily been on the move, pushing that up. When you go back a year ago, they finished as the #1 team in the league from the floor.
Mike, right now, if you're Dan Issel and you call the 20, is the ball club obviously rattled. Offensively, they're coming down just hoisting shots. They're not even pretending to run the offense. Swing the ball, pass it, get loose.
It looks to me like we have 2 different groups out here on the floor. One team very confident of what they can do, very patient in Los Angeles. The other group very nervous with the fact that they know they beat them last time out. The other team is building right now, and they're thinking about the fact that they have won 14 in a row.
Beat him back on November the 18th, 93-82. Mercer had 24, but remember, Kobe did not play in the game. Out with a broken hand. Since he's come back, they're 18-1 with him. McDyess, high left side. The screen and the handoff. That's Mercer for the jumper. A flat shot rolling off. Rice deflects it right to Shaq. Shaq led the Lakers in assists the last 2 wins over Charlotte and on the road against the Sonics. And here's Harper driving the other way with a finger roll finish up and in.
See the nice blend by the Lakers. When do you take your fast break opportunities? When do you run the half-court offense? They've got a real good feel for that right now.
Lakers by 10. McDyess inside out. LaFrance a great three-point shooter. You wouldn't have known it by that one. Rimming off. McDyess with a rebound. Unloads to Posey, and now Van Exel will take it. McDyess maneuvering by Shaq to LaFrance. Up and in. Great LaFrance, second year out of Kansas.
One of the concerns that Phil Jackson expressed to us prior to the game was the quickness problem that McDyess will pose for Shaq with the matchup they have right now.
Lakers 7 for 13 because of the high percentage shots like this one. Shaq on the low block just leaning in, using his Both Nuggets are mismatched inside.
Well, they've got McDyess playing Shaq, hoping that LaFrance can come over from behind to block the shots.
McDyess gets loose with a Jimmy on the right side. McDyess averaged 17 points a game last year. Actually had a pretty good year last year. He was one of 6 players better than 20 points and 10 rebounds, getting 17 and 8 this year. Harper out of the corner for 3. That's short. Green with a flat-footed rebound, and look at the drop step, and then the hook over LaFrance.
Second shot opportunity. You must give him only one shot. This team is too good to let him have extra chances by either not blocking out or turning the ball over too much.
Lakers with 4 offensive rebounds, and then Denver throws it away again for another turnover. Here come the Lakers. Rice across the middle. LaFrance steps up and fouls Rice, sending one of the NBA's best free throw shooters to the line after the break. 6:14 left to play, first quarter from Los Angeles. Right now it's all Lakers, 19-9.
Until now, there has been a wall between you and the tools of serious trading. That wall is coming down. The information and technology professionals use to trade is now available to everyone. Daytech Online. The rules are changing.
Great day in the morning. What once was lost now is found.
I thought these were extinct.
That's what they said about the coelacanth.
A full-size spare, just one of over 40 features now standard on the Volkswagen Jetta.
It's a prehistoric fish. Disappeared over 10,000 years ago, and they caught one off the coast of Madagascar.
A few moments ago, Ron Mercer didn't like the fact that he was caught on the baseline behind Glenn Rice, so he decides he wants to work his way around to a better defensive post position. The Lakers recognize it. They skip the ball back to the top of the circle. Mercer sure got around in time. The only problem is there's nobody there for the lock and lob pass to the front of the rim. Perfect execution, high-low, the lob up top, Rice with the finish.
Lakers in the point have dominated the Denver Nuggets 18-2. Los Angeles started off shooting 1 for 6, but since then they've gotten into transition off the turnovers from Denver. 3 of them for 5 Laker points, and they've hit 8 of the last 10.
They've done a couple different things to get out in the open floor, whether it's a missed shot, long rebound, whether it's challenging the jump shooter and running out as AC Green did, or simply taking advantage of the turnovers. They found ways of getting their transition opportunities.
Rice at the free throw line, automatic, hitting the 2. Now full court pressure applied by the Lakers. They want to take the ball out of the hands of Van Exel, and that leaves LaFrance loping down the far edge with it. 16 on the shot clock, and now the Lakers might have extended their defense.
Yeah, they've kind of turned tables and put the pressure back on Denver.
They double McDyess. They'll let LaFrance shoot the 3. That one rimming off. Rebound deflected by Rice, hustling after it is Bryant, and here come the Lakers again. 33% shooting for Denver here early. The Lakers off to a 9 for 16 start, and Rice is wide open again. Automatic, just inside the 3-point arc, Glenn Rice. The prettiest jump shot, I think, in basketball, without question.
When he's making shots from the outside, you've got Kobe splitting people off the dribble down in the seams, and then Shaq, the presence he is down low. Got a lot of problems trying to come up with a game plan against this team.
Harper comes over to double down on McDyess, and a foul called on Ron as he tried to rip the ball. Substitution coming in now. George McLeod, the longtime veteran out of Florida State, filling in for Denver.
Van Nissel trying to get a veteran guy on the floor that maybe can calm things down, make some shots from the perimeter, because that's all they've been getting so far, and hope to open this thing up a little bit.
The rookie Posey comes out. Here's the pass to McDyess, trying to go up and under with a scoop over Shaq, wouldn't go. Green will clear it. Here is Bryant. The stutter step crossover for three. He got it. Kobe Bryant, a three-pointer, coming off a career night on Saturday in Seattle when he hit 5 for 7. Career highs in threes made and attempted in that game. The Lakers staff says Kobe's got the green light with that three ball. I was shocked to hear Phil tell us that before the ball game. Here's Van Exel into the lane. Between a double team, he's fouled. He'll shoot two.
I think, as Phil mentioned, he wants to see this young man grow into the position and what's expected of him. And he's only going to do that by allowing him to play the game on the floor and then coach him during timeouts, in practices, okay, in their shoot-arounds, to make him understand this was good, this wasn't good. And he's a very, very receptive young man. He wants to be a good basketball player. He wants to be the best you can possibly be at it. So I don't think there's going to be any problems there.
And when defenses sag, he makes them pay. Van Exel at the line, the free throw up and in. Van Exel has been the lone scorer for the Nuggets, consistent score anyway, with 7 of their 11 points. 26-11, Lakers on top, 4:52 to go first quarter. Look at the move. The fade away from Bryant over Ron Mercer. Back come the Nuggets. McDyess will attack. He was going to pack it. Harper met him at the summit to block the shot. Got some spin and a foul on Harper.
Ron Harper certainly didn't feel like it was a foul on his part. He went up, anticipated where the ball was going to come back behind McDyess's head, tries to get his left hand to the ball, and I think initially he gets all ball. Then the follow through, his left hand came down and pulled part of the wrist and forearm.
Michael Jordan standing by with Ahmad Rashad.
Is that his financial advisor sitting next to him?
I'll leave that up to you.
Well, Michael rumored to be one of the people perhaps interested in purchasing this Denver Nuggets team.
They've had 2 sales that have fallen through in the last 6 months, Denver has. McDyess misses the second free throw. Rice with a rebound. They were sitting, by the way, in Jerry West box. Rice is cutting across the middle to get it from Green at the top. Derek Fisher in the lineup now. There's the triangle working the right side. They go down low for the jump hook from the center. It's O'Neal missing short. LaFrance for the rebound. Here come the Nuggets.
Well, that's the first time in about 7 possessions that we've seen him actually, get through parts of the triangle. The other stuff has been good players making big shots going one-on-one.
He's been in transition. Bryant in the corner for the 3. Oh, he feels it again, and he nails another 3 ball. Kobe Bryant this time from the corner.
I like the way Phil Jackson nodded on that after it went through the net. I was wondering if he was going to nod if it would have bounced off the rim somewhere.
Kobe Bryant coming off a 31-point night in Seattle on Saturday. 5 for 5, has 13 here tonight against the Nuggets. Van Exel posted up on Fisher, backs him down and sweeps in that little jump hook, a beauty for Nick the Quick. 31-14, Lakers on top. 3.5 minutes to go first quarter. Nick has 9 in the ball game. They cut off the post. Fisher circles to the far side from Shaq. Swish!
The Lakers realize that Denver has been double-teaming the post, Shaq, with the cutter's man going through. Fisher's man defensively started to go, came back and doubled late. Shaq found him with a great pass.
LaFrance trying to cut between a double team. Left it off the mark between Green and O'Neal and a whistle in backcourt. Will be on Denver's Rafe LaFrance. Second foul on LaFrance. Into the lineup now for Denver comes Keon Clark, 6'11", 221. Very, very slender player from UNLV. Now in his second year, but an effective shot blocker nonetheless.
He's a young man who his coach Dan Issel feels has really an outstanding future. This guy can rebound the ball. He can block shots. He's young, learning the basketball game. He works very, very hard. They are very high on Keon Clark.
Jack high post, dribble handoff to Bryant. Off balance jumper is good. Kobe Bryant has the entire repertoire going on display here in Los Angeles in his first quarter, and he has been outstanding with 15 points. Inside and out, Bryant has taken Denver apart, 35-14. Driving into the lane, McDyess to the rack and foul.
There's one of those one-on-one situations that the Lakers are concerned about when McDyess steps out away from the basket and then is a threat to either hit that 17-foot jumper or put it on the floor. As we see, Kobe has no concerns knocking it down.
CNN Sports Illustrated, the sports network more people are switching to. Call your cable or satellite provider.
Great day in the morning. What once was lost now is found.
I thought these were extinct.
That's what they said about the coelacanth.
A full-size spare, just one of over 40 features now standard on the Volkswagen Jetta.
It's a prehistoric fish. Disappeared over 10,000 years ago, and they caught one off the coast of Madagascar. Coelacanth.
All our kids are sports nuts. Michael and Brendan play football.
Maggie and John basketball.
This minute.
Deals are made and deals are broken. Partnerships are formed and then destroyed. Contracts are signed and torn apart. All in hopes of gaining the ultimate prize in professional wrestling. The WCW World Heavyweight Belt. Anything can happen for a prize. At WCW Sold Out. Sunday, January 16th.
The excitement is in demand. Pay-per-view for the demanding viewer. You rule.
Of you, baby.
Ernie Johnson with some news from our Atlanta studio. Magic Johnson has signed a 2-year contract to play with the Swedish team he bought last year, Magic M7. He's going to head over there this week and play in 5 games starting Friday. And the Dallas Morning News is reporting that new Mavs owner-to-be Mark Cuban is interested in signing Dennis Rodman. Craig Sager spoke with Rodman on the phone, and he'll have more at halftime. Right now, let's go back to Kevin Calabro and Mike Fratello and Cheryl Miller at the Staples Center.
Ernie Johnson, thank you very much. The Lakers lead Denver 35-14 here, 2:37 to go first quarter. The story is the Lakers have hit 14 of 17 shots. Denver's come out tight. They've turned the ball over. Kobe Bryant has been fluid. 6 for 6, 15 points, and he's nailed 2 threes. He's been phenomenal.
Let's just talk about the individual talents that this team has. Forget about the triangle offense, which they normally do a pretty good job of running right now. This has just been talent taking over, going one-on-one. This young man, Kobe Bryant, talk about feeling it. Well, he certainly feels it tonight.
The Nuggets will bring out Popeye Jones, who was just activated today, coming off the injured list with a bad disc. Jones gives him a little more size up front. Man who has made his living in the NBA, tossing around the 6'8", 250-pound frame. He's in his 7th year. McDyess at the line hits the first of 2.
Hoping that maybe they can get a few second shot opportunities on these misses that they're having, so they put Popeye in to work the glass a little bit.
McDyess with a couple of free throws, 35-16. All Lakers here early. Shaq way at the top.
Well, you see Denver has picked up their defense a little bit now. Early on, Lakers caught every pass they wanted. Right now, Denver's stretching it out a little bit, making them take deeper shots.
Weiss for the 3 under duress, rimming off. McLeod with the rebound. This is Van Exel sweeping across into the middle on Kobe, running lefty up and good. Van Exel with a sensational move. Is at 4 for 5, has 11 points.
Guards can you think of in a league that had that little floater? Shaq misses a little turnaround, but goes right back after it again to try and get the second shot opportunity.
Well, the one player I'm very familiar with in Seattle is Gary Payton. He's got that teardrop runner. You're referring to the Van Exel runner?
Exactly.
Oh, that's a sensational play. Sensational play. Van Exel had 41 last year in the only appearance that Denver made here in Los Angeles at the Forum. In low, Rice turns, faces up, takes the very slender Clark across the middle and drew the foul.
There's the advantage of turning and facing the basket. Even though you're only maybe 2 steps off the box area or low post area, it puts tremendous pressure on the defensive player, especially if you're Glenn Rice. What are you going to do? Keep your hands down, let him shoot like a 12-footer, so you start to raise up out of your stance. He goes by you off the dribble.
Rice part of that championship team in '89 at Michigan. He's 7th in the league in free throw percentage at just around 88%. Hornacek, Strickland of Dallas, Miller at Indiana, Armstrong, Orlando, Allen at Milwaukee, Brandon at Minnesota. Those are your marksmen from the free throw line. We don't talk too much about free throw shooting, but it makes a big difference in winning or losing during the course of the year. Rice with his second free throw good. He has 9 for the game.
Actually, this Lakers team is in last place in free throw shooting in the NBA at 66% of the team.
Big concern. Shaq at 45%. Here's McLeod with a long jumper, rattling in and out. Rice tips it, controls it. Bryant will bring it across. Kobe will distribute it right side to Rice, and he'll send it low to the big man. The Diesel going to work. The wheels turning. Outside to Rice. Back to Shaq. Drop step. Lead in. Take it up and in. Textbook big man play.
Patience on offense, execution, get it to the big man, then he makes a nice little baseline move.
He's having an MVP year. Deion Clark gets away to Kobe, trying to turn the corner on McLeod. Goes to the glass. Reverses up and in with a two-hand jam. Denver will come right back. Van Exel, look at a move. Oh, Rice has broken ankles. But O'Neal is there to clean up the mess with the rebuke.
Well, Lakers at both ends of the floor. You got the offensive end of the floor, and then Denver try to come back at him quickly. Shaq is caught in a 2-on-1 situation. Instead of dropping it off, Van Exel challenges the big man. Big man sends it away.
A denial. Now McLeod will bring it in bounds to Ryan, to Jones, but he's got to race in the backcourt to get it. That's a violation. The Lakers just locked up Denver on the inbound play.
Well, Dan Issel has a little smile on his face, and the smile is kind of, it's saying, yeah, this is a real good Laker team teaching us a few lessons tonight, especially since we beat them the last time out.
40-18 count, 52 seconds remaining in the first quarter. All right, Mike, I know you a couple times anyway in your career as a coach. You've been down 22 early in a ball game. This is Dan Issel. Do you deviate from the program and experiment a little bit, or do you just try to continue with the program and the game plan?
I think what you have to do is make your troops understand that there's a long way to go. There's plenty of time for our team to have a couple runs that can cut this thing down. You're not going to get it all back at once. So continue to work hard at it, get good shots. As Fisher hits another open jumper for the Lakers, hope that things turn a little bit cold for the opposition. And then you've got to score some points yourself, obviously, to get back in this game.
Lakers shooting 64%. On Saturday night in Seattle, the Lakers came from 19 back early in the third quarter on a 21-2 run. A 21-2 run. And beat the Supersonics. Here's Fisher with a steal. Lakers on the attack. Shaq turns. Oh, the pump fake. He drew two defenders into the air, tried to slip it low to Green, threw it by him and out of bounds.
Well, things were going so good being up 43-18. Normally, Phil would have been up telling us to pull the ball back out and play for the last shot. They got possession with 43 seconds to go. Instead, they were going well. They tried to get a little bit cute there and gave it back to him.
Van Exel shoots a three. Rebound in the corner, Deion Clark, and that ends the first quarter of play. The Lakers put 43 points on the board in the first quarter, the highest scoring quarter of the season for the winningest team in basketball. Now at 29-5, winners of 14 straight. At the end of one, Lakers 43, the Denver Nuggets 18.
Tuesday night.
I was calling about the nanny position.
What comes naturally to some doesn't to others.
Baby?
Annabella Sciorra and Rebecca De Mornay.
My family.
The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, 8:05 Eastern, Tuesday night on the Superstation. In 3 days, you will believe. Enter the amazing world of Ripley's with host Dean Cain. All new, all true. Ripley's Believe It or Not, beginning Wednesday night at 8:05 Eastern, only on the Superstation.
If he doesn't get a diamond, he doesn't get me. It just doesn't feel right without a diamond.
Not without a diamond.
Introducing the Schick FX Diamond Razor. Alpha diamond coating makes each blade start sharper and stay sharper. Shave after shave.
I got tired of waiting, so I bought him a diamond.
Schick, the feel of smart design.
Until now, there has been a wall between you and the tools of serious trading. That wall is coming down. The information and technology professionals use to trade is now available to everyone. Daytech Online. The rules are changing.
At ZDNet, we'll help you get more out of technology. ZDNet.com, where technology takes you.
Back with Mike Fratello in Los Angeles, Kevin Calabro. It's been all Lakers. The highest scoring quarter of the year for the Lakers. 43-18 they lead Denver, and the best offense for the Lakers has been their defense. 7 turnovers, 15 points off turnovers for LA. They've been running loose.
Well, we also should mention some guy named Kobe Bryant, who has had a bad first quarter, going 7 for 7 from the floor on his way to 17 points. And the drive dunk got him going to start it out. Then he steps back behind the three-point line out on top and hits nothing but the bottom. Then he says, let me try the corner. The top was so good, there's another three-pointer for Kobe. So this young man certainly got him going out of the gates here early.
And how about Shaquille O'Neal? 6 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and a strong game defensively in the middle with a block shot. Denver sets up with Popeye Jones inside pivot, fall-away jumper, good. Trying to bring Shaq out from beneath the bucket. Lakers have Rick Fox and Robert Horry in the lineup now with Kobe Bryant, Derek Fisher, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. 16 on the shot clock. Shaq has it jabbed away. Loose ball. 10 on the shot clock. Bryant, look at the shifty move. Trying to penetrate, can't, comes out, shoots a 3. His third of the night. He's 8 for 8.
Everybody in the arena was kind of wondering why he didn't shoot that little 10, 12-footer in the paint area. And Kobe turned and told everybody, relax, be patient. I knew I could get behind the line and shoot it.
Well, Prince posted up on Fox, turns, and is fouled. He'll shoot 2.
After the initial miss, Kobe comes up with the ball right there. You thought he was going to shoot it. Instead, he gets back behind the line, and McLeod gives him a little bit too much room. And when somebody's got it going like that, relax, I got it. I know how much time is left.
Rafe LaFrance, a comeback story toward the ACL last year, missed most of the season. And he has come back actually a stronger player. He's actually out of position. He did not play center at Kansas. They had Scott Pollard and Greg Ostertag when he was there playing for Roy Williams as a Jayhawk. He was a power forward. Part of the building blocks for the Denver Nuggets. They have had a renaissance this year. They have 14-5 at home. That is the first step in trying to bring an organization back. Home court advantage. Especially so when you're in Denver playing in a mile-high altitude. Fox out of the corner for the 3. O'Neal with a rebound. LaFrance no match for it. Put back, blocked by Clark with goaltending. Count the bucket for Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq's just kind of biding his time here tonight. He knows that his partner's got it going so well right now that Shaq says, you know, I'll just hang around and I'll race there, touch once or twice, I'll get an offensive rebound, put it back in.
Look at him run out after that loose ball. O'Neal after the Popeye Jones miss and a loose ball foul called on Denver. O'Neal is listed by LA this evening at 315 pounds. Consider LaFrance's 240. Popeye Jones 250. Now Jones will switch off on Shaquille O'Neal. And Keon Clark, forget it. He won't even, other than double down on Shaq, he won't get any time at all on O'Neal. Lakers on top, 48-21, 10-17 to go, second quarter. Fisher for the 3. LaFrance with a rebound. Van Exel will steer it out in front of Horry, hoping for the foul, won't get it. Here's Ron Mercer. He's been very quiet, Mike. Until now, with a runner, he takes Kobe to the baseline, sends in a right-hander.
He said, thanks, Kevin, for letting me know that it was time for me to get something going here.
He's 1 for 3. Jack on a nice handoff inside, scores easily. O'Neal with 10.
You've got to try and meet Shaq higher. Once he gets down in that low post area, there's not much you can do. And the double teams can't even get there in time when he's that low.
27-point lead. O'Neal blocks McLeod's runner. Comes down with it. Here's Bryant. What will he do this time? Across the middle, the nice pass. The weak side cutter is Ori. Missed the reverse. Denver with the rebound.
Ori had the easy shot from the one side. He tried to bring it up underneath from the other side of the rim. As a result, they got a piece of it.
Van Exel with a gorgeous move. Sweeping down beneath the rim and got it up and under Shaq before he could get there. 13 points for Nick the Quick. He is one exciting little player, Nick Van Exel. Look at Jones slapping the ball. They clear out for O'Neal. He backs, he rocks, he turns, he banks, he scores.
By bringing Shaq up to the elbow area, once they hit him and run that guard around series, he then has the whole side of the floor to put it down and go one-on-one. If you're Popeye right now, you're saying, I got enough problems now. I got to go one-on-one defense against the Shaq. No way.
Hey, what's happening, B? Nothing. Just chilling, watching the game, having a bud. What's up with... Hey, hold on a second. Hello?
What's that? Yo, hold up. Hello?
So what's up, B? Nothing. Watching the game, having a bud.
AT&T, 7 cents a minute, all day, every day.
Take one of these. That'll be 25 cents.
But it says here it's a nickel.
Not for a couple of hours.
What?
Well, see, sometimes it's a nickel, but right now, it's a quarter.
It's like that long-distance nickel plan where they say it's a nickel.
Sometimes they charge you 25.
That's right.
That's where we got the idea.
Is that right?
7 cents a minute, all day, every day, even to Canada with our international plan.
You know, there are some stores that sell candy for one low price all day long.
And people like it?
Oh, they love it.
Call 1-800-41-RATE to enroll.
Kevin Calabro, Mike Fratello, Stable Arena, Los Angeles. Lakers on top big, 52-25. Take a look at the longest winning streak in franchise history. The Los Angeles Lakers, 33-game win streak, 71-72. They won 16 in a row in 90-91, 15 in 87 and 88, and have had win streaks of 14 twice in club history. What have they got ahead? Well, they've got Milwaukee and George Karl's Bucks on Wednesday, at Milwaukee, at Indiana on Friday. TNT will have that game for you. And then Saturday at Minnesota. So a tough stretch there. And then the home game against Seattle.
Well, they've got the first and second place teams coming up in the Central Division, and Minnesota, who has really been playing outstanding basketball. They've won 9 out of their last 10.
Chris Herron in the lineup now for the Denver Nuggets. Herron out of UNLV. Mercer with a long jumper. That cast off the mark, and Mercer 1 for 4. Mercer has been very, very quiet. Shaq is covered by Popeye Jones. Oh, wide open was Brian Shaw, but Shaq in his zeal to get him the ball threw a bullet pass right by him.
Well, that's the little slip that the Lakers run off their double screen down for the shooter coming out of the corner. They hope that the defensive man cheats a little bit, and then the screener slips it and goes to the basket, and the Shaq saw him the entire way.
McLeod driving into the lane with a foul on O'Neal, I believe. I misspoke a moment ago. Herron is from Fresno State, but played for Jerry Tarkanian.
Brian Shaw is going to come down and set a screen in this area, and as the shooter is ready to come around, Shaw will slip the screen and go to the basket. Shaq with the ball will wind up looking. Shaw sets it and slips right through. The pass just a little bit too long.
Just the second turnover, by the way, on the Los Angeles Lakers. They have forced 7 Denver turnovers for 15 Denver points off turnovers. McLeod's first free throw is good. Second one up and in.
When you make every shot, you don't get a chance to have turnovers.
McLeod missing the second free throw, and the Lakers bring it up. 52-26, 8 minutes left in the first half, and Shaq goes to work. In the middle, a sweeping hook off the mark. He deflects it, and Chris Herron's got it. Hard push by Herron to midcourt, and a foul called at midcourt. Second foul on Derek Fisher. Into the lineup will come Antonio McDyess for the Denver Nuggets.
Jack looked over at referee Jimmy Clark as if to say, are you going to call a foul on that when I get pushed? It's like, you make it every shot, now you want every call. Jack, come on.
O'Neill averages close to 28 a game and 14 rebounds. Here's Heron. Swings it up top to McLeod, left side to Mercer. In the corner, it's McDyess. The jumper's up and good, and you can see the Nuggets working it around the perimeter for the open jumper.
Well, that's what they need, is a few jump shots to fall down, then get the Lakers to come out, extend a little bit, then you can put it on the floor and penetrate.
O'Neill, low block right, double. Outside of Brian Shaw, across the arc to Fox, who slides off, but Horry was held by Chris Heron.
Well, Heron knew he was in trouble, that he had given up inside position that time to Robert Horry. As a result, just grabbed him, took him down before he could get it up.
On the inbounds, Fox gets it deep to Shaq with the initial pass, and then he throws it back outside to Fox, and he brings a three. Lakers have been hot, Mike, from the perimeter. 5 of 9 they've hit in three-point range. McLeod's entry pass to McDyess gets away, and Fisher ends up with a loose ball. Horry on the pass-off, rams into LaPrince, and an offensive foul. Denver will take it back. The Lakers, at this pace, would win 70 games if they can continue at this torrid. Well, if they continue at this torrid pace, they might, win 75. Who knows? But projected to 70 games. We asked Phil Jackson if he thought they would win 70. He says he'd be happy to win 60 in this Western Conference. McDyess with a great little reverse up and in. A power move by McDyess. He has 9 points.
This is the same Phil Jackson you remind me of that said that he hoped they would be 500 come around January. Is that right?
That's correct. Jack with 14 on the shot clock. Throws outside to Fisher. Horry will work the right side. Good defense by Denver. Until O'Neill gets open for the jump hook. And then Horry grabs the loose ball and lays it up and in. Horry, the offensive rebound and the putback.
He's really given them some lift over the last 9 or 10 games, playing outstanding basketball. He's shooting the ball so well. 69% from the floor in the last 5 games, Robert Horry. Keep getting layups like that, you can see why.
Timeout on the floor. It's been all Los Angeles in the first half here in the City of Angels. 57-30. Lakers lead as we go to break.
When cold winds begin to blow and storm clouds start to grow.
With its legendary four-wheel drive capability,
Drive you to the
Jeep Grand Cherokee can go where no ordinary 4x4 can.
Log on to CNN.com. It's more than just breaking news. It's information you can use. Get the latest on movies, music, TV, and book reviews from around the world to your desktop, wherever you are. It's all at CNN.com.
So many choices. How do I know what's right for my family or my pocketbook?
Take the worry out of home building and remodeling. Let the experts at Independent Flooring help you choose the floor covering that best suits your lifestyle and budget. IFC's experienced, knowledgeable staff will help you plan your project from beginning through completion. And you can always expect a fair price. So let IFC make your dreams a reality with the comfort of knowing that we stand behind what you're standing on.
We're IFC.
My name's Eric Christopher. I've put over 700,000 miles on this thing. I like things that last. I do. I'm in charge of quality at QVC. How's this now? Before anything's sold on QVC, it has to go through my department. And what about now? Perfect. We test it. Can you hear me now? Then we run it through its paces. What's that? It's just Eric. So we just make sure that every product is everything that we say it is. My favorite test is the steak test. If you disappoint a customer, they may never be your customer again. I am the guru of quality. When you sell products that last, you get customers that last.
Ernie Johnson in our Atlanta studio live. Look at the Rose Garden, home of the Portland Trail Blazers, as they host Michael Finley, as you see him there, and the Dallas Mavericks. Second best record in basketball for the Portland Trail Blazers, 25-8, just trying to stay in striking distance behind the Lakers in the Pacific, as Scottie Pippen's jumper puts them up by 6 over Dallas early in the third period at the Rose Garden. We'll have more on this game. It's now a 7-point game, 60-53 Portland. More on this game and the rest of the action on the AT&T halftime report coming up in just a few minutes. Right now, back to Kevin and Mike.
Ernie, thank you. The Lakers lead the Nuggets 57-30. 6:18 to go second quarter, and Phil Jackson now has Brian Shaw handling the ball. Devin George, the rookie from Augsburg, near Minneapolis, Minnesota, in the lineup, as well as Travis Knight out of Connecticut. Knight to George. In and out. McDyess with the rebound. His fifth.
You notice any difference? Travis Knight backing him down the low post versus Shaq.
About 100 pounds, I guess. No, but at least 70. Here's the penetration. The ball slapped out of bounds. Ron Mercer right now trying to get his stroke going. He's 1 for 5 in 13 minutes of play. Kobe Bryant's had a lot to say about that. Nice inbounds play. The Prince breaks open left block, lays it in, drew the foul.
Little back pick opposite the basketball. A screen that came up from the low block area and back picked the man playing the Friends on defense. You mentioned Ron Mercer a second ago. Mercer is one of the guys that they've got to make a major decision on at the end of this year. If you want to keep this young group intact, he becomes a free agent at the end of this season. And, you know, Dan Issel and obviously ownership have some major concerns on how they're going to be able to keep him.
Mercer played at Kentucky. He's born in Nashville, Tennessee. Who started his career in Boston, playing for his college coach, Rick Pitino. He is first on this team in scoring at 18 points per ball game. The French with a free throw up and in, make it 57-33 Lakers. Knight pedals beneath the rim, a sweeping reverse, not there. Kobe, the follow, off the mark. So Bryant misses his first shot of the night after hitting his first 8. Mercer whirls into the lane, double pumps, and finger rolls it in. That's the kind of play that Ron Mercer has produced for Dan Issel's Nuggets thus far this year.
Lakers settle back in now, get back into the triangle. Let's run our stuff.
There's Knight in the middle of it.
You're not going to have as many open shots now because they're not going to be double teaming down on Knight the way they were on Shaquille earlier.
Devin George trying to shake his man off the screen. Follow-away jumper not there, but Robert Horry with fingertip control pumps it right back up and in on another offensive putback bucket.
The field goal percentage will continue to go up if you continue to shoot 2-foot, 3-foot shots in front of the rim.
That's the way it has been for LA since the beginning of this contest. McDyess got the ball in on the low block inside the restricted area and is fouled from behind. Horry trying to jab it away. Second foul on Robert Horry. The Los Angeles Lakers team is comprised of an interesting mix of players. You have two 36-year-olds in Ron Harper and A.C. Green. Harper, of course, has won some championships, and so has Green with the Los Angeles Lakers. He won 2 of them in the late 80s. Robert Horry's won a couple of championships with the Houston Rockets. Got a nice blend of young players, Kobe Bryant, and of course Shaquille O'Neal is in his 7th year. It took 7 years for Michael Jordan to win his first championship. It took Jerry West 12 years. It took Olajuwon 10 years to win a championship. So the clock is ticking for Shaq, and he's on a mission. I mentioned earlier, MVP year this year for Shaq.
No question that he is playing the best basketball that he's played overall. And I think part of it has to do with the fact that I think he's lost some weight at the beginning of the season. I think all of that gives a little more mobility. He's going after more shots, blocking more shots, as Travis Knight does what he can do best, and that is step away from the basket, face up, and knock down jump shots. But this is one of the things that Phil Jackson emphasized to him. I don't want you to worry about getting in foul trouble. I want you to protect our basket and be our leader defensively when people come down the lane. Go after it, block and change some shots. That's why the Lakers defensive field goal percentage is so good.
Oh, look at the wraparound feed from Kobe on the move to Devin George. He couldn't finish, but it's fouled. And we'll go to the line, and it was all set in motion when Travis Knight stepped up to block Ron Mercer's shot, Mike Fratello.
Good defense leads to good and easy offense sometimes. The pullback dribble move as Van Exel tries to stop, and then right off the dribble, the behind the back flick. And Devin tries to finish with the dunk. The defense isn't going to give up another easy layup. They rather take the foul on this one, so the wraparound by Kobe, and then the foul right there, not to give up another easy 2 points.
George missing the free throw. Kobe Bryant, 8 for 9 shooting this evening, 20 points. He had hit his first 8 in a row. And that included 3 3-pointers. And one ferocious slam jam. The kicker, it says here in LA.
That gives us the ability to talk about giving an assist to a player that throws that kind of pass, and the guy is fouled, therefore he doesn't get credit for it. I mean, if you go to the line and make a couple points off that kind of pass, why not give him an assist?
I've heard a lot of coaches say that. I've heard more players say that.
I bet, yeah. Contract year especially.
Here's McDyess at the line. McDyess, of course, started his career as a Los Angeles Clipper. Remember, he was traded on draft day to the Denver Nuggets. Spent a couple of years there. And then was traded to the Phoenix Suns, where he played for a year, then became a free agent. And there was a real campaign on, remember that wintry day in January during a hockey game.
Kind of like a kidnapping, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And there were a couple of limos parked outside. One from the Phoenix camp, one for the Denver camp, trying to persuade McDyess to join them as a free agent. He decided to come back to Denver. Here is Rice at the top of the key. Little pick and pop action with Knight getting the ball and entering it to George. Backing down on LaFrance. Drew the arms of LaFrance. Missed the shot. LaFrance the rebound. Ripped away from behind by Kobe. Tonight missed the hook. Lakers get it back. Backdoor lob. There's Rice up in the left hand. Couldn't control it. McDyess will clear it. Van Exel lead pass. Beautifully done. And Posey's there to finish it. Raising up with a two-hander.
Kobe kind of flipped the ball back at the official after and said, geez, we had two opportunities to score down the other end of the floor. We didn't make either one of them happen, and they turn around and do it to us.
Lakers lead at 61-39. 2:50 left. Kobe for a three. Dancing off the rim. It'll be Denver ball. Timeout on the floor. 2:48 left in the first half from Los Angeles. The Lakers trying to make it 15 straight. Right now lead Denver big.
I've always believed that there's strength in numbers. That's what teamwork's all about. Like here in downtown Oakland, Antoine Jameson and kids from the neighborhood came together to make a difference.
Thank you.
Now, these guys may not have created a masterpiece.
You gotta stay within the lines.
I am.
But when people come together, the result can be beautiful. Team up to improve your community.
Until now, there has been a wall between you and the tools of serious trading. That wall is coming down. The information and technology professionals use to trade is now available to everyone. Daytech Online. The rules are changing.
TBS NBA Monday is brought to you by the legendary Jeep Grand Cherokee with available Quadra Drive, our most advanced four-wheel drive system ever. And by Radio Shack. You've got questions, we've got answers.
Tomorrow night on TNT, the Heat travel to Minnesota to take on the Timberwolves at 8 p.m. Eastern. And Friday night, it's a doubleheader on TNT. And the first game starting at 8 p.m. Eastern, the Lakers meet the Pacers, followed by the Trailblazers and the Suns. Diane Cannon here through thick and thin, as is Jack Nicholson. I wish you'd have worn the football helmet tonight, though. 2:38 left, first half. Mike Fratello, Kevin Calabro, Los Angeles. Here's McDyess across the middle. Little jumping turnaround hopper from 10 feet over John Sally. McDyess with 13.
They must have just come out of that timeout and told the defense that, look, if we score, we've got to get up and get after the Lakers, try and make some things happen. After the score, John Lucas jumped up, but the team ran back.
Rice scores easily on the dribble drive. He has 11. Sally locks up McDyess at the top, holding him in a foul called by Leon Wood. John Sally, who has a championship ring from the Detroit days. This club has a lot of jewelry. He's got 2 championship rings. We talk about Robert Orr. He's got a couple at home. Who'd I leave out? Oh, yeah, Phil.
He's got a couple, doesn't he?
He's got a few hanging around at home. He was on that 71-72 Knicks team that was beaten by the Lakers. The year the Lakers won 69, which was then the winningest record in NBA history. That was the year that they won 33, which still stands as the longest streak in professional sports.
It's kind of interesting what he said about that Laker team that he remembered. One thing was that they ran. That Wilt had decided to get the ball out quicker rather than maybe hold it a little bit longer and make the guards come back for it. He got it out, they ran, and all of a sudden you got a streak like that in the championship.
Shaw driving left side, putting it up with the right hand, missing. Sally the rebound. The 35-year-old into the lane, blocked away. Rice. Short, and he knew it. McDyess had the rebound, but Sally slapped it away with quick hands. Oh, here comes Kobe. Great feed from Shaw. He missed the lay-in. Sally with a rebound and a loose ball foul.
And Brian Shaw talking to Kobe Bryant about how could I have delivered that pass differently. The bounce pass he saw Kobe going back door. It was just a little bit behind Kobe, so he couldn't get it up quick enough to make it an easier shot.
John Sally stepping up for the first of 2 with 1:38 left here in the half. Lakers 63, the Nuggets 43. E.J. Kinney and Danny Ainge will have scores and highlights from around the league featuring the Jazz, Spurs, and the Hornets, Bucks. Also, who will Rodman play for next? Craig Sager will tell you at half. All this and more on the AT&T Halftime Report. 10th year out of Georgia Tech. John Sally with a free throw up and in. Sally's a pretty good insurance policy to have for Los Angeles. They're so long and rangy that starting 5, and consider the guards are Harper and Kobe Bryant. Here's Van Exel driving into the lane. Tremendous drive by Van Exel, who was hammered by Sally, but no whistle. Van Exel comes limping the other way. Nick the Quick has 15. Van Exel had a strained groin that bothered him recently, although he did have 32 against Charlotte Saturday in the win.
It's at the end of the drive that the defensive player moves in underneath. Right there, the contact with Van Exel on the left hip. And he can't understand why he's not shooting one more free throw. He questioned it just a little bit.
1:08 left in the half. 64-45. Lakers on top, and here's Rice at the line. The Lakers 66%, as Mike Vitello told you earlier in the broadcast, are dead last in the NBA in free throw percentage. Bryant's at 83. Rice is at 87. Shaq, of course, is at 45% shooting from the free throw line. And Rice missed the second. It's a solid 88%, but that one won't fall. Nuggets with a rebound. Van Exel, McDyess, Keon Clark, James Posey, and Ron Mercer on the floor right now for Denver. Second foul on Kobe Bryant. Touch foul outside. It sends Nick Van Exel to the line. Van Exel played his first 4 years with the Los Angeles Lakers, and Jerry West picked him up in the second round out of Cincinnati. Played for Bobby Huggins there. Huggins loved the kid. He's from Kenosha, Wisconsin. Take a look at the free throws. He steps about 12 inches back from the free throw line when he shoots, making that about a 16-foot free throw. He had that bumping incident with Ronnie Garrison in '96. Did not get along well with the coach, Del Harris. That was well known. That facilitated the move to Denver.
Many players, when they're younger, have problems in certain areas, and then 3, 4, 5 years down the road, they mature a little bit as the lob takes place. It was coming. We just didn't know when it was going to get there. They've been trying to get it all night.
And Kobe made a tremendous adjustment in midair. Shaw had too much on it. Now let's see if he throws it on a dime. He does. Kobe, highlight. You betcha. It's Kobe Bryant. 10 of 13, 24 points in the first half. I don't think he has touched the floor yet tonight, has he? He's been in perpetual motion, hovering, as Michael Jordan looks on. You want some more? You got it.
A little reverse off the high screen by Sally. Kobe runs his man into it. It's a matter of just getting the ball to him in an area where he can get close to it. It doesn't have to be a perfect pass. Just get it close. He'll find it and probably finish it.
Well, we talked to Phil before the game. We asked him, is there an area of the game that Kobe Bryant can improve on? We mentioned the threes. 5 for 7. Career highs makes and attempted Saturday in the win. He had 31, by the way, in the comeback victory over the Supersonics. Phil said, yeah, he can be a facilitator for his teammates. He can be more of a conduit, pass the basketball, those types of things. But well, he really doesn't. He doesn't have any negatives at all to remark on when you talk about Bryant's game.
You know, we talked in the open about the history and teams in the past, the Chicago teams and Boston teams. When we look at this season right now, what's going on, besides O'Neal, Bryant, and Rice, you see that Detroit has 3 pretty good guys when you talk about Grant Hill and Stackhouse Leitner, and then also Milwaukee with Glenn Robinson, Ray Allen, and Sam Cassell also. So those are your top trios in the NBA.
Remember in Atlanta one year, you had Dominique Wilkins, you had Spud Webb, and was Roundtree on that team with that group?
No, well, we only had Danny my first year, and then we made the trade. Danny Roundfield wound up going to Detroit, and in return, we got 2 players, Antoine Carr and Cliff Livingston for Dan Roundfield. And that was one of the big moves that helped us eventually build that team into the team that won, 54 years in a row.
Did you ever have a trio there in Atlanta?
We had a trio. One year we had, how about Dominique, Moses Malone, and Reggie Theus, even though Moses and Reggie were, at the ends of their career, they all had scored a lot of points in the league.
Scored a lot of points. Is it difficult to figure out the distribution?
No, it always seemed to settle in. Even back at the early Atlanta teams, we had John Drew, Eddie Johnson, and then the third guy wound up being the Roundfield. We brought him in there, or whoever it might have been, to go along with it. Usually 3 guys take the majority of the shots on most good teams.
69-47 count, 22 seconds left in the first half. Laker basketball. Lakers have shot an even 50% here in the first half. They have forced 16, actually have scored 16 points off a 10 Denver turnover. 2 on the shot clock. Kobe from 35 feet or thereabouts knocks down a 3. He still hasn't touched down. 27 points for Kobe in the first half. A phenomenal effort. 2 on the shot clock. He sinks a shot. Oh, a good 15 feet beyond the 3-point arc.
Well, they actually had lost the opportunity for the first 2 guys, and that was Brian Shaw or Glenn Rice to try and get a shot with the clock running down. What they do, they threw it back to the guy they knew could bail him out. That was Kobe. He caught it, like you said, way back behind the 3-point line. And why not? Everything else has been going in for him this half.
Kobe is hit 4 for 5 from free land here in the first half, has 27 points, and the Lakers have scored 72 points and lead the Nuggets by 25.
NBA Inside Stuff magazine on newsstands now.
Is your dandruff sending the wrong signals? Get Selsun Power. Doctors recommend Selsun Blue. So don't send the wrong signals. Get Selsun Power.
Another free movie ticket. Cool.
Hey, kid, that was my idea. So remember me when you vote for the NBA All-Stars.
$10. Not bad.
Hey, kid, you won that because of me. So I'd appreciate a vote for Tim Duncan.
Sprite NBA All-Star Payoff. You could win free money and movie tickets. So no matter what anyone says, vote however you want.
All right.
Hey, kid.
Man, don't you guys have games to play?
Radio Shack's having a clearance sale on select compact PCs for your whole family. Incredible clearance prices up to 30% off. Powerful internet-ready compacts loaded with features and software for education. Get an extra $400 off when you sign up for CompuServe Internet Service. Save up to $700 on a compact that could help your kids do better in school so they'll do better in life. Only at Radio Shack.
Today we're talking about the spirit of brotherhood. So you're helping your brother expand a small business.
Yeah, he called last week. He needed money to hire a new accountant.
You sent the money with Western Union?
Yep. Next, he needed money for his accountant's new computer.
And he got that.
No problem, but then I sent him money for his accountant's new desk.
He didn't get it?
He got the money all right, except that he used it to buy an engagement ring.
Engagement ring?
Well, you should see his accountant.
Hey, it's your money. Use Western Union, the fastest way to send money worldwide.
Oh, I should have used Preparation H.
Cool it fast with Preparation H Cooling Gel. Cools on contact for fast relief. Preparation H Cooling Gel cools on contact.
The AT&T Halftime Report is brought to you by AT&T. It's all within your reach.
It is the premiere of TBS NBA Monday Game 2 of our doubleheader, and it's all Kobe and all Lakers all the time. 72-47 here in Atlanta. It's time for the AT&T Halftime Report. Ernie Johnson with Kenny Smith, and we welcome back Danny Ainge to the Turner fold. And what a momentous night this is, huh? This Laker bunch, unbelievable. And Kobe Bryant going for 27 in the first half.
Kobe's playing incredible. You know, if you look at the Denver Nuggets basketball team, you're trying to figure out defensively what they're doing. Sometimes they double team. Sometimes they're not running at the shooters. It's just defensively, if you don't put forth the effort that defensively, you're going to have this type of game.
It's one thing to play this bunch when they have Shaq. When you were coaching Phoenix earlier this year, there was no Kobe there. I mean, what kind of headaches does this present when you got both of those guys in there now?
Well, you can add Glenn Rice to that, too. He's been playing very well for him. But Kobe is such a great player. He can create his offense in so many ways. You see, he was 5 for 7 threes last game. He's 3 for 3 in the first half tonight. And it looks bad. Makes the defense look awful bad.
Awful bad.
Yeah, so really not playing that bad defensively. It's only 72-47 at the break at Staples Center. How about a live look at the Dallas Mavericks and the Portland Trail Blazers at the Rose Garden, the only other game going on even as we speak. You saw Greg Anthony with the miss for the Blazers as they have a 9-point lead over the Mavericks. Portland with the second-best record in the NBA, and Cedric Ceballos cuts into that Portland lead as they play early in the fourth quarter. And that's a live look, and we bring you the score now in the fast break as we run them down. The Mavericks and the Blazers, 78-69. The Utah Jazz and the San Antonio Spurs. That was game 1 of our TBS doubleheader, and Tim Duncan had a career-high 46 in that 7-point win over Utah. The Milwaukee Bucks and the Hornets, the worst loss in franchise history, beat them by 50. The Cleveland Cavaliers winners over the LA Clippers by 5 at Gund Arena. New Jersey Nets went down to the Arena and beat the Magic tonight, 100-94. Stephon Marbury going for 22 and 9, and the Vancouver Grizzlies break them up, beat the Boston Celtics 112-103, their third straight win on the road. On the news front tonight, Magic Johnson has signed a new 2-year contract to play with the Swedish team he bought last year, Magic M7. He's going to head over there this week, playing 5 games starting on Friday. And the Dallas Morning News is reporting that new Mavs owner-to-be Mark Cuban is interested in signing Dennis Rodman. Now, when the topic is Rodman, we know where to go. Craig Sager.
Well, that story in the Dallas Morning News has caused quite a stir not only here in Texas but around the NBA. And according to Dennis Rodman, reached at his home in Newport Beach, California, it's all news to him. He says that he does want to play this year, but he will not sign until after the All-Star break. He just returned from a big weekend bash in Las Vegas, and he says he has plans to party at the Super Bowl and then also at the Pro Bowl with his NFL buddies Todd Light and Tony Gonzalez. Now, Dallas could only offer the $1 million exemption to a 10-year veteran. Rodman says he prefers to play for a team that is a contender and also one that has more money. But he could possibly help Dallas, not only rebounding defensively and drawing a crowd, but also another advantage to Dallas. Rodman has a 10-acre ranch that he owns nearby in Plano, Texas, and he says that would help on living expenses. So that's the latest I have on the Worm. Back to you guys.
As expected, Craig Sager all over that story. Back with more on the AT&T Halftime Report in just a minute. It's been all Lakers with Kobe Bryant. They lead 72-47. I'm smelling some playing time for John Sally tonight, folks. We'll be back.
He's about to bowl the perfect game.
That's like 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls. You get their lowest rate possible every
1-800-CALLATT. Sweeties! I did it!
For their lowest rate every minute, everywhere, dial 1-800-CALL-ATT.
Family. And if you're lucky, you'll remember the little moments. My wife.
What's different between you and me is you're going to hell when you die.
My daughter, Meadow. Gonna find out eventually. What difference does it make?
Are you in the mafia?
I'm in the waste management business. My uncle adds to my general stress level.
My nephew running things? Not in this life.
How are you feeling now?
Good. Fine. Back at work.
Welcome back. Game one of our doubleheader tonight. Utah Jazz and San Antonio Spurs. Tim Duncan and the guys down by 9 going to the fourth quarter. Then they just absolutely dominate the Utah Jazz. Duncan with a career-high 46. Watch him work on Karl Malone and knock it off the window. And Duncan again going over the mailman. Terry Porter, old reliable, wide open from beyond the arc and flattens that one 34-18. They outscore them in the fourth quarter as the Spurs beat the Jazz. Grizzlies and the Celtics. Michael Dickerson launches a 3 and it goes. He had 16 on the night. Mike Bibby was the story for Lionel Hollins, Kenny.
Yeah, Mike Bibby, he's a great standstill shooter, but he's shooting it off the dribble as well, leaving it here, and the Celtics not putting their hand up. They don't realize it's a stick up either. Put your hands up, baby.
It's like he's playing around the world. And one more time.
There's no hands.
4 out of 4 in the fourth. 6 out of 6 for the game. Eddie Jones still can't go, and boy, do the Hornets miss him. Playing in Milwaukee tonight. Final stop on a 6-game trip. They're 0-5 so far. And Ray Allen just going through blue shirts, no problem.
Was he whistling when he went through?
Yeah, he certainly wasn't. Brad Miller says, I'm going to dribble through about 18 guys here, and that's not going to work. And white shirts back the other way. And not exactly Globetrotter-esque ball handling, but what does it matter? Haywood Workman knocking down a long 3, and Paul Silas feels the business end of a 50-point loss, the worst ever in Charlotte Hornets history. Let's talk about a couple guys we saw there. Number one, guy you used to play with, Terry Porter, getting it done for San Antonio, Danny.
Yeah, you know, I was listening to Coach Thompson during the game saying someone else needs to stand up for with Tim Duncan on San Antonio, and it was Terry Porter. Terry Porter, a great acquisition for San Antonio this year. One of my favorite teammates I ever played with.
Good size.
Sorry, Kenny.
Oh.
But,
Yeah, exactly.
just a great shooter and clutch. One of the best clutch players in the game.
And what's gotten into the Grizz all of a sudden? Here's a team that was 1-12 on the road. They've won 4 on the road, 4 in one trip, and won 3 straight now.
I think it's 2 things. When you get a new coach, there's a honeymoon period where you do everything the coach says. You run through the wall for him because you're trying to really turn things around. The second thing, though, on the serious side is the acquisition and really getting back Grant Long. I think now you add a guy like Grant Long to the lineup, he puts everyone back into their natural position. Now Mike Bibby doesn't have to play any 2-guard. Sharif doesn't have to play power forward as much. He can play small forward, and they can move into their strengths a little bit.
They were even double-teaming Grant Long in the post with Mike Bibby hitting those 3-point shots.
Hey, Mike Bibby, you know, his dad, Henry, played with Lionel Hollins, and he's taken immediate liking to Lionel over here. Is he letting him do more?
Well, he's getting more minutes. I think, first of all, he played 43 minutes tonight, and I think he's getting a groove. Mike Bibby is a terrific player, and he really can shoot the ball from the outside, and I think he's just getting more confidence. And like Kenny said, there is a honeymoon period, and I think Mike is just really playing well right now, and it's good. That's why they're winning.
Bibby goes for a career-high 33 tonight in the Grizzlies win over the Boston Celtics. And by the way, if you're just joining us, and you said, Danny Ainge, what's he doing back here? He has re-signed and rejoined Turner Sports. And
I haven't signed yet. Actually, matter of fact, Magic Johnson's team, maybe I can use that as a negotiation play, maybe get back in the basketball.
Wait, did I sign? Let me look at my contract.
Save that thing up all night. Back to wrap it up on the AT&T halftime report in just a second. Somebody get a pin out here right now. Kobe's gone nuts in the first half. It's all Lakers.
We started out a pretty small business, but it sure wasn't small to us. We needed help, financial help. That's just what we got from the people at American Express Small Business Services. We got equipment financing for bigger stoves and faster computers, a line of credit to keep our cash flow flowing, plus the buying power to help our business grow. 1-800-SUCCESS was the best call we ever made. Like my father says, you can do anything you set your mind to, but you can't do it alone. He's right.
Okay, I am dying to know. What is the news? Okay. Well, out of nowhere, he just asked me to marry him. Beautiful. Well, thank you. Isn't it great? Wow.
This moment made possible by a man who knows his diamonds. BlueNile.com.
It's a fact. A Whopper from Burger King has 40 grams of fat. It's also a fact that Subway has 7 sandwiches with 6 grams of fat or less. That's a difference of 34 grams of fat. To burn that fat off, you could do 1,785 jumping jacks, row 3.86 miles, climb 2,249 stairs, or just come to Subway for one of these great-tasting sandwiches. Subway, it's the way a sandwich should be.
Stick around after the Nuggets and Lakers, if you dare, for Inside the NBA. I know it's not a very good game now, but really stick around. We're going to auction off Kenny's rental car on Inside the NBA if you just stick around. Just kidding, folks. What's coming up? Tomorrow night, Heat and the Timberwolves. That'll be on TNT. And then a doubleheader Friday night. Can you make it back for that one, Danny? Lakers and Pacers.
I'll be there.
The Blazers and the Suns. Right now, it's 72-47. Has not changed over the last 12, 13 minutes.
The AT&T Halftime Report was brought to you by AT&T. It's all within your reach.
Okay, everyone, think always on, fast internet connections. Data, is video ready?
She's a huge file, but downloading fast.
Great trip. Oh, I don't feel so compressed.
Nice. What about voice?
I'm coming.
Okay, everyone, on 3.
Now there's a new kind of internet company called Rhythms that keeps you a step ahead. Rhythms DSL over a Cisco-powered network gives you always-on, ultra-fast access, so you won't miss a beat. Rhythms, where internet connections are moving.
I have 48 employees. I have an 8-member management committee. I also have 3 5-year-old sons. I don't need someone else raising questions. I need someone who can give me answers.
At Lincoln Financial Group, you tell us your goals, your situation, and your concerns. We'll provide clear, understandable solutions to help you manage your finances. Lincoln Financial Group, clear solutions in a complex world.
Classics Furniture is having their annual clearance sale. Now is the perfect time to purchase the furniture you've always wanted. Save on sofas, chairs, bedrooms, dining rooms, and more. The finest quality furniture will be offered at exceptional prices during Classics annual clearance sale. Start your new year right with fine furnishing from Classics Furniture Eau Claire. Now open more evenings and Sundays for your shopping convenience.
Create your home with classics.
Unleash the power of Charter Digital Cable. Get ready for more movies, more channels, more choices, more entertainment, all through the cable that's already in your home. Get more with Charter Digital Cable from Charter Communications, a Wired World company.
This copyrighted telecast of the National Basketball Association is intended solely for the entertainment of our audience, and any retransmission, reproduction, rebroadcast, or other use of dissemination of this telecast, or the pictures, descriptions, or accounts of this game without the express written consent of the National Basketball Association is prohibited.
And welcome back to TBS NBA Monday. And as we pointed out, we're just very excited to have Danny Ainge back in the Turner fold. Kenny and I have been talking about it all day, and then I got on the internet and I'm looking for an article out of the Arizona Republic, and what does it say? Ainge, 40, said he wants to spend as little time as possible in the studio, preferring to be at courtside.
Oh, man.
We love you too, man.
You guys are here all night long, man. You guys are here all night long. The game's 2 hours and you're gone.
Well, we never close. And they never close at the Staples Center either, where it's only 72-47 as they head to the third quarter. Let's go back to Kevin Calabro and Mike Fratello and Cheryl Miller.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. 76 points is the high for the year in the NBA. Indiana over Atlanta. You may be wondering, the 72 points scored by the Lakers here in the first half is not a franchise high. Back in 72, they put 91 in the first half on Golden State. That was the year they won the championship.
This Laker team has to be feeling real good right now, shooting almost 51%, holding a 30-20 rebound advantage, 17 assists, only 6
for Denver, and the Lakers have only turned it over 3 times. But there was kind of one guy who had a lot to do with it.
Kobe Bryant, we've run out of adjectives. Cheryl Miller, maybe she has a few. Cheryl, what about it?
All right, Kobe, so I've seen the regular jumper, the three-point shot, the fadeaway, the crossover, spin, the jam. What haven't we seen in the first half?
Well, we're just going to keep on playing, that's all. It's important to kind of bury this team right now when we have them down.
Kobe, it's one of those. It seems like one of those nights where everything you touch is golden. How does it feel?
It feels pretty good. I mean, I'm just getting a lot of open looks, you know what I mean? When you have open looks, you just got to knock them down.
All right, keep it going in the second half. And I know, Kevin and Mike, you guys experience this all the time. Let's go back to you guys.
Is she talking about you shooting the ball, or is that me shooting the basketball?
Ought to be 21 and have good knees again, huh? Well, he was phenomenal, hitting, of course, the 3 threes, a variety of slam dunks, just a scintillating first half. On display here in Los Angeles, Kobe Bryant. Here's a guy who has not been able to get on track. Ron Mercer drives into a double team, and Shaq blocks the shot easily. Mercer 1 for 8 in this ballgame. Shaq with his 4th block. And a violation at midcourt. It's a walk, says Jimmy Clark.
Phil Jackson is yelling, you can air dribble if you want to. Well, he air passed to himself. He caught it, jumped in the air, and then passed it to himself and caught it again.
Character check right now for the Denver Nuggets. Sure, you're down 25 to the winningest team in pro basketball, but you've got to continue to play hard.
They need to make a little run here to get themselves back in the game. You've got to look beyond just tonight's first half. They got a long way to go. They're right there in the thick of the playoff race. I think what they want to do is come out and try and put 24 solid minutes together here in the second half.
Van Exel with a nice dribble drive handoff to McDyess, who's fouled, and Antonio steps to the line. McDyess put 15 points and 8 rebounds on the board for Dan Issel. He was 7 for 10 from the line in the first half. The free throw is good. Upcoming schedule for the Nuggets. On Wednesday, they are back home to take on Seattle. Remember, the Nuggets are 14 and 5 at home. On Friday, they're at home against Miami. Sunday at Phoenix, and January the 20th, they are at Houston.
When Dan Issel was mentioning to us the fact that we need to find a way to win 15 to 17 games on the road, he also said that we expect to win around 32, 34 games at home because we have an advantage in our building. We feel that way as long as we play an up-tempo game.
Rice with a beautiful hustle play on a baseline, digs that ball out to set up Shaq for the lay-in. Harper creates a turnover. Mercer's head is not in this game. That's pretty evident. Harper just stripped him that time. O'Neal's got it. Right side of the lane. Backing down to McDyess. Turns with a high hook up and in. Way too easy. 315 pounds to Shaquille O'Neal against Antonio McDyess. Van Exel the other way. Steers it over to McDyess. Fall away. Hopper up and in for Antonio. McDyess with 19 for the ball game. 36-year-old Ron Harper. He knows the system. So does Bryant, turning the corner on Posey. Goes up, and Onier scoops it home with a smooch off the glass. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line.
Denver started to come with a little half-court trap that they used against the Lakers when they met the last time, but Kobe takes care of the trap, just dribbles around it and then switches hands and finishes it off the glass. Again, turning the corner, sees the big man coming. McDyess never gets the proper angle on him. As a result, he gives Kobe the open path to the basket.
Kobe Bryant, of course, he's about 50% of a basketball team in Italy. Milan, I believe. 30 points now for Kobe. A season high, career high, actually, is 38 against Orlando last year. The season high is 31. That was on Saturday night in the 4th in 5 ball games. That was the second of a back-to-back, and Kobe averages 27 points in the second of back-to-backs this year. McDyess with a jumper to pull the Nuggets to within. Never mind. Here's Rice driving into the lane, blocked away. Rice will grab it in the corner. Pumps it low to Shaq, hooks it up and in. McDyess a little frustrated with his teammates. He's getting no help inside.
There's not another big, wide body. Not that McDyess is that big and wide, but you know, he's a strong body. But he needs some beef in there with him against Shaq.
81-53 Lakers. 9.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's Mercer. Hits the jump shot, veering off to his left side. And Mercer with 6 points, 3 for 9 shooting. There's Shaq again. Look at him. Prime real estate on the block. They bring the cutter to the weak side. It's Rice attacking the glass, drawing the body, and the foul, and laying it in.
Every time Shaq catches the ball now in the low post area, you notice him take his chin and turn it to the inside of the floor. He's looking to see where the double team is coming from. That time it comes from behind. They can't get the drop in time from Rafe. As a result, the easy layup for Rice.
Now, of course, Mike, you know, just because Marv isn't here doesn't mean you can't use the telestrator.
Well, I was told by Marv not to do too many tonight. He didn't want you taking advantage of his absence. By the way, it is really a pleasure and a treat working with Kevin. You can understand that.
Thanks, Mike. You can leave for your flight now. Mercer wheels it right side of Van Exel. Over to McDyess. Kobe's going to close out on Van Exel. That leaves McDyess on the wing for the jumper. All Lakers over that loose ball. Green and Rice converge and lose it out of bounds. 3 minutes gone by here in this third period, and LA leading 84-55. Shaq, by the way, has 6 assists in this game and leads the Lakers for the 3rd consecutive game. He led them in wins over Charlotte and Seattle during the weekend. Mercer with a dribble jumper. Got it.
Well, part of the reason for what you mentioned is because he understands that when you're being doubled and triple teamed, you've got to pass the basketball out. It makes it an easy game that way. When you have teammates like Rice and Bryant who make shots the way they do, you don't mind giving the ball up, and that's how you win basketball games.
Rice pump fakes, drives by Mercer. Ron reaches in with a strip and the foul. 3rd foul, make it 2nd foul on Mercer. 14 on the shot clock for the Lakers here on the inbounds. Now the Lakers starters trying to put Denver 6 feet under right now. Leading by 27. Here's Green. Fakes the handoff, turns, and rifles in a 15-footer. A.C. Green. What a big pickup by the Lakers at the beginning of the year.
Well, A.C. only wanted to get, you know, 1 jump shot tonight. Just let me have 1 jump ball, work hard at the defensive end. I'll get on the offensive board. Just give me 1 jumper. You just got it right there.
Green, part of the Imperial Lakers of the 80s. He won 2 championships with them. Mercer drives into the lane and shovels it up and in. And now Ron Mercer, much more active in the offensive end. He's 5 for 11 and has 10 points. 6 here in the quarter.
What you kind of see happening is the exchanging of baskets right now between both teams.
Harper just trying to throw down on Keon Clark, rimmed it out. Shaq with a rebound, the drop step. Did he hook McDyess? Nope, the foul's on Antonio for the shove from behind. 3rd personal on McDyess. Here's the inbounds now for the Lakers. Shaq juggles it, Rice juggles it, out of bounds it goes. And for the Lakers, get this, just their 5th turnover of the game.
Phil Jackson yelling out to A.C. Green, kind of reminding him to let the guys know we got to get back. Let's be sharp once again. Don't get careless. Don't play half-heartedly out here. We want to execute now, even though we have this substantial lead.
Mercer has the matchup now on Harper. Tried to drive by him, lost his balance, skipped it low to McDyess, got it back to Mercer, into McDyess, back to Mercer, blows by Harper, pull-up jumper, rimming short, taken by Green. Good to the head to Bryant. 1 man to beat. It's Van Exel. Trailing is Harper right up the middle. Nobody was on him. There's Harper for the jam in the back flow.
A nice job that time by Kobe of veering off to his right-hand side. He let A.C. Green run hard to take the 1 defensive guy back, and it opened the lane up for Harper.
McDyess loses it. Here are the Lakers again. Off the Denver turnover. Rice up top to O'Neal. Off his fingertip, saved by James Posey. 88-59, all Lakers. Van Exel to the middle, switches right to left hand of a Green, won't go. Keon Clark was there, he's fouled, and he'll shoot 2 when we come back to Los Angeles. Lakers closing in on their 15th consecutive victory. They are 29-5, winningest team in the NBA. They've got a big lead as we go to break.
Long before he was a United States Supreme Court Justice, Thurgood Marshall stood before that same court. Arguing for the equal rights of African Americans, he began a journey that continues today. A journey to provide opportunity and education for those in need, and to pave the road for those who will follow. The NBA and its players support the Thurgood Marshall Scholarship Fund, keeping alive the dreams of young people and the legacy of a great man. For more information, log on to NBA.com.
Now that's a plan.
You gave me the idea?
Well, maybe I vaguely inspired something.
We used to charge different prices at different times.
Like that long-distance nickel plan.
Sometimes it's a nickel, sometimes it's a quarter.
But you changed because you wanted to be more like
AT&T. 7 cents a minute, all day, every day.
Oh, you're the man.
Yeah, you the candy man.
You're the 7 cents man.
Well, every child has a dream.
7 cents a minute, all day, every day. Even to Canada with our international plan. Call 1-800-41-RATE to enroll.
It came from nowhere. Baptized today on the hot sands of Daytona, where a mile measures the length of your nerve. They call these giants 300.
4 decades later, their fuel-injected descendant has arrived.
He's got some real fire in her belly.
Chrysler 300M, the most powerful sports sedan in its class.
Well, I reckon a fella can get used to winning in this car.
Chrysler 300M. Car and driver's 10 best 2 years running.
TBS NBA Monday is brought to you by AT&T One Rate 7-cent plan. Real long-distance savings made simple once again, all day, every day. And by Chrysler, engineered to be great cars.
How to run a fast break. First thing is to recognize who should have the ball. AC Green has the ball. He knows that Kobe's supposed to make the play against the one defender who's hustling back, Nick Van Exel. Once Kobe gets it, he's going to veer off to his right-hand side, and AC Green will actually get in between the defensive man to seal him off by veering off to the right-hand side. The defensive man getting back stops ball. Here comes the open lane for Ron Harper to take it. It's just a matter of delivering and finishing, as the Lakers do so well.
The Lakers have won 14 in a row. 7 of those wins have come against teams with better than 500 records. The Lakers have won 21 of the last 22 ball games, remember, and Kobe was out with a broken hand for 15 games. What did they do in his absence? Well, they won 11 and lost 4. They have been on fire since his arrival. Keon Clark at the line, hitting the second free throw. Shaq with a quick inbound pass to midcourt, and Rice has got it in the attacking zone.
Let's see what the Lakers come out of the timeout with, what special they're going to run here, who they're trying to get a shot for.
6:45 to play, third quarter. Mike Fratello, Kevin Calabro, Staples Center. Here's Shaq to the middle. Fall-away jumper rimming. Followed up and in by Ron Harper. AC Green was there as well. A couple of twin 36-year-olds. Harper will get the bucket. Van Exel. 12 on the shot clock. Steers it to Mercer. In low to Keon Clark. Nice move. Getting by O'Neal. Dumps it outside to Posey for the long Jimmy. Down it goes. He was just inside the three-point ring.
Nice job by Keon Clark. Turned, faced up, made a baseline move, drew 2 or 3 Lakers to him, and then found the open teammate spotting up.
6 minutes left, third quarter. Here's Shaq on the right block.
Yeah, they've overloaded the complete left side of the floor to give Shaq the ball on the right side by himself.
Swinging outside, and Kobe misses the 3. Thanks for the rebound. Mercer going to try to take Harper, and he's settling for jump shot. Keon with a rebound. Out to Van Exel for the 3. Nope. Rice is open in transition. Missed the 3. Clark with a tip out. Great feed by Bryant. He found it, he floated it, sets up Shaq for the finish.
Kobe knew Shaq was back there somewhere. It was a matter of turning the head to find where he was, just getting the ball.
30-point lead for the Lakers. O'Neal with 20. You know, it's easy for the Lakers to loaf, but they haven't been. They've been very sharp. Here's Mercer finally driving to the rack and laying it in with a nifty left hand.
Well, the Lakers, as you mentioned, have done a pretty good job of paying attention to the fact that they were not going to allow Denver to come out here in the third quarter and put together a run of, 16-4, whatever it is, get the game back close enough to where they think they have a chance going into the fourth quarter.
Look at Rice. Pitch it deep to Shaq, and he turns to the roundhouse hook up and in. Another gorgeous pass thrown by the Lakers. McDyess for the baseline jumper. Swish. Oh, that was pure. McDyess, 7 of 13, has 23 tonight. .15 on the shot clock. Harper attacks, rams into Posey, and he takes the charge.
Ron Harper feels that the defensive player rotating over never got his feet outside the dotted line into the area, okay, that is known as the charge area down low. It's tough to tell from that angle right there whether or not Posey got over there to take the charge. That lower zone that you see right there, the dotted line, is where the player must get out of. Defensive man rotating over must get beyond those dotted lines, the lower dotted lines, to take a charge.
Mercer with a drive right up to Shaq. He blocks the shot, fans it outside to Bryant. He's on the run. Backing down to Van Exel, switches and turns. Shot blocked by McKnight. And Jimmy Clark says last touch by Kobe. Will he reverse himself? He will, and the Lakers will take.
Mercer driving the lane, Shaq waiting right there for him. You would think that Ron might realize that Shaq is going up getting shots these days. It might dish it off once he draws the big fella.
He'll use the left hand like he did the last time down the floor. Here's O'Neal. On the follow missing. Harper missing. O'Neal again digging it out of the clutter and just muscling it up and in.
Think about it. 2 out of the last 3 possessions, you have Ron Harper on the offensive boards in the guard position, keeping the ball alive for the Lakers.
Look at Shaq run down the floor chasing Keon Clark and again forcing a Nugget turnover. I mean, the Lakers have shown great resolve, even leading here by 30 points. Rice down low to Harper, reverses outside to AC. Swish! Oh, the Lakers putting on a sensational exhibition of perfectly executed basketball. Clark with a reverse up, missing. Rebound to O'Neal. Outlet is Harper. He's got Rice running with him. Up top for the jam. That will elicit a timeout from the Denver bench.
Well, Glenn Rice turned it on about 1 step before the half-court line because he knew that they had an advantage in numbers, and he also knew that Ron Harper would see him coming. You saw him shift gears, fill the right lane, and then Harper delivers the right pass.
Every week on the Superstation, there's a storm, thunder. Last week, Stevie Ray released his rage against Midnight and Booker T. Then NWO's Bret Hart damaged old Terry Funk. Thunder, Wednesday, 9:05 Eastern, only on the Superstation.
It came from nowhere. Baptized today on the hot sands of Daytona, where a mile measures the length of your nerve. They call these giants 300.
4 decades later, their fuel-injected descendant has arrived.
She's got some real fire in her belly.
Chrysler 300M, the most powerful sports sedan in its class.
Well, I reckon a fella can get used to winning in this car.
Chrysler 300M. Car and Driver's 10 Best 2 years running.
Everybody listen, I know you're all here to return your satellite dishes. If you're returning your dish because you don't get local programming, your line is here.
Service and installation was too expensive.
I found out I needed a separate receiver for each set. Okay, if you're here because you think programming is too expensive, please step into this line.
Excuse me, I just think that satellite TV is too complicated. I want my cable back.
Okay, new line.
If you're thinking about satellite TV, you might want to think twice. Cable TV, the best value in home entertainment.
Every fish needs a home, and what better place to buy your aquarium than at Pet Food Plus? Pick up all the fishy essentials to make your aquarium enchanting enough for even a mermaid. Let the professionals at Pet Food Plus help you care for your animals, too. You'll find everything you need for your dog, cat, horse, reptile, and other small animal. Bring your dog in for a self-service wash, where everything is provided, including the cleanup afterward. Dogs love science diets with real meat, and vets recommend it for all life stages. Available at Pet Food Plus.
Some of the subtle messages that Phil Jackson tried to get across to Shaquille O'Neal at the beginning of the season, you see him showing up. He's leading the team in assists in the last 3 games. You see his shot blocks going up, and then the hustle plays. Here, Shaq comes up with the ball and scores the basketball, and then his man, Keon Clark, takes off and goes down the floor. Shaq, trailing Clark, sees all of a sudden his man is open. The hustle play by deflecting it and forces the turnover to give the ball right back to the Lakers again.
Big man can move. He deflects the loose ball on the defensive end to McLeod, and he hits an easy jumper from the left side. O'Neal, 24 points, 16 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 blocks. Shaq has scored 12 points here in the quarter. Mike, you talked about the big three at the top of the program. Well, the Laker big three of Rice, Bryant, and O'Neal have combined for 71 points.
4 above their average, right? 3 or 4 above it.
Rice has his shot blocked by Keon Clark. Outlets to Chris Aaron. Little jet from Fresno State to the baseline. The ball ripped out of his hands, and it goes out of bounds. Aaron is quite a story trying to overcome alcohol addiction. Even admitted alcoholic. Recovering alcoholic. Quite a nice story that he made this Denver lineup on opening day. Plays for Jerry Sartini and his Fresno State. Here come the Lakers. Shaq in low, in the flow. Popeye was all over him.
Well, Popeye realized he's just too deep. There's nothing I can do with him down here. Let me foul him, get him on the free throw line.
Shaquille O'Neal now to the line, and let's check Shaq's numbers here this evening. He's 0 for 1 from the line. He's a 45% free throw shooter. Break down the free throw technique for me, Coach.
The biggest complaint about his free throw shooting is that he needs more trajectory on the shot. It comes out too flat sometimes, like a guided missile at the front of the rim. Therefore, he has no touch. If he can get the ball up and out, and that's part of the reason why those who have recommended maybe he should shoot the old two-handed underhand free throw to get a little more touch, a little more lift on the basketball. Shaq said he's going to figure it out because he's going to keep working on it.
He missed the second free throw. Denver will bring it up. Chris Herron with the basketball, turns off the screen, drives into the lane, pumps it to Popeye Jones. The pass to Mercer broken up by Bryant. Bryant with a steal. Bryant is back on Ron Mercer now. They had pressure on him earlier in the quarter. Rice driving baseline is bodied over there by Keon Clark, and a foul on Keon. Minute 59 left in the third quarter for Dan Issel's crew. Unforgettable night here in L.A. 101-68 the count.
First a save by Kobe, and then a little tricky dribble through the legs right there to regain possession, then start the Lakers down to the offensive end of the floor. Cheryl asked him, what else are you going to show me? Well, he gave you a little through-the-leg dribble maneuver there, but it wasn't his legs. It was someone else's.
Tomorrow night at TNT, the Heat travel to Minnesota to take on the Timberwolves at 8 p.m. Eastern, and Friday night it's a doubleheader on TNT. In the first game starting at 8 p.m. Eastern, the Lakers meet the Pacers, followed by the Trailblazers and the Suns. Well, coming up for the Los Angeles Lakers, a mini trip out east. And some tough games for them. McLeod right side to Mercer. Open jumper for Ron. Got it. And Mercer 7 for 17, 14 points. Mercer is a free agent at the end of the year, and he's been totally non-committal with where he's going to be next year. He wants a sack full of money, that's for sure. Here are the Lakers now setting up. Shaq fouled by Popeye Jones. Fourth on Popeye. The Denver Nuggets this year have had some very good spells. Remember, they went on the road, talking about Dan Issel and winning on the road. They won at New York by 2. Followed that a night later with a win over Philadelphia. Big one, winning by 17 points when Van Exel had 34 in that ball game. They had a nice stretch at home when they beat Sacramento, San Antonio, and Portland. And Mercer was very big in those ball games, scoring 25 and 22, and the wins over San Antonio and Portland, respectively. So the Denver Nuggets have had their day in the sun this year.
Did you happen to see that last free throw the entire way? The form, the technique, and the terrific trajectory on the shot. There is no question that Shaquille heard us discussing it the last time. Changed the arc a little bit and bang, right through the middle. That's it. We solved it for him.
I don't think Phil has any room on his staff.
Oh.
Here's Herron driving into the lane. Over to Mercer for the open jumper. And Ron Mercer hits another open jumper. And Kobe a little upset at himself because he's somehow lost Mercer in the flow the last 2 trips down.
I'm not sure if he's upset at himself or if he's wondering which way they're supposed to be forcing him defensively and where the next teammate is to help out.
Now Kobe going one-on-one, and Mercer forced the shot himself. Denver with a rebound. McLeod to Clark. Nice play to Herron, filling the lane, laying it up and in. Well, the Nuggets showing some pride now, getting back into their game. Down by 31, however, with 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Shaq is pushed out on the floor about 18 feet from the hole. The throw to Rice, sets his feet for 3. Nope. Ball batted outside. Ron Mercer with it. Rice will pick him up. Mercer with a fall-away jumper. Mercer right now is red hot. 9 of 19 for the game. 18 points. 14 in the quarter.
Well, he's feeling it right now. I mean, he had a poor first half, and he got it going, so they got the ball back from now a number of times in a row. He's feeling good. Here's the isolation. Right now, with backdoor action by Kobe.
Ball goes in, Vertley off the shoe top, grabbed by Ori in the corner. Down the road to O'Neal, but he hits the fall-away jumper. Shaq now has 29 for the ballgame, 17 in the quarter. Mercer will close the period with a misdirected three-point attempt. 107-76 as we close the third in Los Angeles with the Lakers looking to pick up their 15th consecutive victory.
It came from nowhere. Baptized today on the hot sands of Daytona, where a mile measures the length of your nerve. They call these giants 300.
4 decades later, their fuel-injected descendant has arrived.
She's got some real fire in her belly.
Chrysler 300M, the most powerful sports sedan in its class.
Well, I reckon a fella can get used to winning in this car.
Chrysler 300M. Car and Driver's 10 Best 2 years running.
This is my body, and I can do whatever I want to it. I can push it, study it, tweak it, listen to it. Everybody wants to know what I'm on. What am I on? I'm on my bike 6 hours a day. What are you on?
Philips CD recorder. Burn your own CDs.
People really like SUVs.
They're big, they're roomy.
Perfect for the outdoors.
You know what would be a great promotion? Rent a Ford Explorer for the price of our Taurus if you climb Mount Everest.
Let's just do the Explorer for the price of our Taurus.
That's a great
Okay.
deal. I would have to agree.
Yeah.
It's a good deal, good
Sums it up.
car.
Very nice.
Here now is tonight's budget fast break.
Well, there's the threesome that we started the game out talking about. Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, and Glenn Rice, averaging just over 67 for the season. Tonight, a whopping 78 after 3 quarters. He's the ringleader, this guy right there. And this is a bad guy to have also along his side.
Shaq had 17 in the third quarter, and as Kobe Bryant told Cheryl Miller at halftime, we just want to put the Nuggets away. And they put a pretty good dent at Denver there in the third quarter. 107-76 count as we begin the fourth quarter. Mike Fratello, Kevin Calabro, Cheryl Miller on the sidelines for us tonight on the broadcast. Here is Chris Herron across midcourt. Nice dribble handoff to the French, but look at Ori get way up and block the shot, spiking it to Kobe.
Ori covered his teammate Shaq up. Shaq went to stop the first dribble penetration. Ori ran his man down and got the block on it.
Well, when the critics pick at the Lakers, they talk about the power forward spot, but I just don't see a problem there, Mike, when you start A.C. Green, who you know is going to start. I mean, he started, what, 1,042 consecutively. Here's Herron with a missed 3. Jack with a rebound, and he gets you 7 rebounds in 25 minutes. And you guys like Robert Horry, you can swing into that position. In deep is O'Neal. Nice block by the French. Shaq got it back, missed the jam.
You also have Travis Knight who can play the power forward position, or John Sally who can play it.
Or Rick Fox. He shoots a 3 and hits it.
Or Kobe Bryant who does everything else on the floor.
Point being, I just don't see a lot of weaknesses. I don't see many weaknesses at all on this club. Here's Denver coming back to score. Keon Clark along with Drake the Prince, Ron Mercer, Chris Herron, and George McLeod on the floor for Denver. O'Neal again, too deep. Lays it up and in on a jump hook.
Well, what they've gone to now is their series where they start Shaquille away from the basketball, low opposite, trying to take advantage of the new rules of no riding people's bodies, no dislodging and displacing as they come across. So they flash them from away from the ball to the ball.
Early offense, Shaq, give and go. Ori cuts and lays it up and in. Give and go.
This is too nice the way it looks right now. It's going so smoothly because Denver's giving him very little resistance defensively on the floor right now.
O'Neal has 8 assists and again leads his club in that category. Chris Herron on the wing for the 3. Nope. O'Neal for the rebound. Jack with 31 points, 19 rebounds now, and 8 assists. And plenty of time to get the triple-double. He needs one more assist or he jams easily. And Dan wants the timeout.
George McLeod got caught between whether to rotate all the way over to Robert Horry or stay with his man on the low opposite block. He kind of half-rotated. That's not good enough.
Nope. 116-78 Lakers all over the Nuggets now with 8:20 to play from Los Angeles.
The new Sonata from Hyundai with the freedom of America's best warranty.
Hungry for good television? The Superstation serves up TV that's good enough to eat. We take one popular movie. Everybody down on the floor. Add 2 spicy hosts.
A multicolored chicken!
Got that right.
Throw in some delicious theme-inspired dishes and mix it all together for a hot helping of satisfying entertainment. All you can eat. Dinner and a movie, Friday nights. Check, please. Television that really sticks to your ribs.
Get enough of you, baby. I can't get enough of you, baby. Yes, it's true. Baby, yes, it's true. I can't get enough of you, baby.
Lakers 116, Denver 78, and Shaquille O'Neal 1 assist away from the triple-double. 31 points, 19 rebounds, 9 assists. It's just total domination here tonight in Los Angeles. The Lakers have not gone east yet. I'm thinking that there are a few answers possibly for Shaq out east. You've got Alonzo Mourning in Miami, Patrick Ewing in New York. We'll see. They have yet to make their East Coast swing. Here's Popeye driving in low with the left hand. Won't go. Brian Shaw's in now with Derek Fisher, Travis Knight, Robert Horry, and Rick Fox. Fisher tried to get it to a cutting Fox, intercepted by Chris Herron. We'll scoop it to Jones. Herron getting considerable time here in the second half as Van Exel has been on the bench. Jones from the wing, the jumper's up and good.
This group that's on the floor now for the Lakers will get significant minutes providing they come out and play and execute the way Phil Jackson wants them to, and that'll give those starters good rest over there on the bench as they've got the substantial lead.
Well, Shaq is on the bench, but he does not have the warm-up on. I suppose he's out for the game with 8:37 remaining. 1 assist shy of the triple-double.
If there's an out-of-bounds play under the basket, he may get put in to try to get that 1 assist. He would be the passer out of bounds on the out-of-bounds play there. Just getting that 10th assist tonight.
Now, some coaches will do that, and some won't. Will Phil?
I don't think Phil's going to put him back in tonight. I mean, yeah, there are times where coaches realize that a player is close to getting a record or a goal or, you know, hitting something important. But I don't think you ever sacrifice the well-being of the player, take a chance when you're up this many points for the sake of one assist. I think Shaq can live without it.
Ryan Stiff in the lineup. He and Corey Alexander, the only holdovers from the Denver Nuggets of a couple of years ago, when he won just 11 games. Denver's come a long way. Well, this is hard to take here tonight for Denver, but as you mentioned earlier, they've got to keep their eye on the prize. And they, coming into tonight's play, we're just a game out in the loss column of a playoff spot. We've got some important games coming up beginning Wednesday at home against the Seattle Supersonics. Shaw, pump fake, drive and kick. Fisher for the three. Flash. He is a solid kid, Derek Fisher. He was a starter last year for the Lakers.
He had struggled over the last week and a half to 2 weeks shooting the basketball, and he just now is starting to make some shots over the last game and a half. And he said that, you know, all along, Phil Jackson just kept telling him, hey, look, be aggressive, take an open shot if it's there.
Keon Clark on a loose ball scramble finds the nugget and jams it down with a reverse. LA, by the way, on that last Fisher three, now 8 for 17 from free range. Well, the Lakers tonight just continued where they left off Saturday in Seattle. They gave up 66 points in the first half to the Sonics and held Seattle to 12 points in the third quarter. Went on a 21-2 run to erase a 19-point third quarter lead held by the Sonics. Lakers took the lead into the fourth quarter and never looked back. They led by as many as 20 in the fourth quarter Saturday in the win over Seattle. And here tonight, they're leading big on the Nuggets, 119-84 as we go to break from LA.
Hey, what's happening, B? Nothing. Just chilling, watching the game, having a bud. What's up with... Hey, hold on a second. Hello?
What's that? Yo, hold up. Hello?
So what's up, B? Nothing. Watching the game, having a bud.
Introducing the all-new Hyundai Accent. It gives you a serious array of responsible features without losing its wild side. The 2000 Accent from Hyundai, with the freedom of America's best warranty.
Read all about it. NBA All-Star balloting for the 2000 NBA All-Star Game has begun. This is your chance to get out and vote for your favorite NBA players.
Time to roll, baby, time to roll.
All the excitement.
I got balls.
All the action. Vote now and send them on their way. Get an official NBA All-Star 2000 ballot at participating movie theaters or vote online at NBA.com and see your top picks at NBA All-Star 2000.
For the first time on TBS Superstation. You have to think about your future.
Can we have one night when nobody gets shot?
A Superstation premiere. Boys in the Hood. Sunday at 9 Eastern, only on TBS Superstation.
Welcome back to Los Angeles with Mike Fratello and Cheryl Miller. I'm Kevin Calabro. 119-84 the score here. The Lakers leading Denver. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. With the Western precincts yet to report, the Lakers are a shoo-in for the win here tonight. That would be their 15th consecutive win. They are 30-5. San Antonio at 24-12, 6.5 games back behind the Lakers, but obviously San Antonio would get the second seed over in the other division. And Denver, well, they'll be 2 back in the loss column behind Minnesota for the final playoff spot.
Got to rally the troops. Phil Jackson feeling pretty good about the way things have gone tonight. The fact that he feels number 15 is pretty secure right now. And they go out, as you mentioned earlier, for 3 straight games in a row. So they'll be challenged. Big game against Indiana, obviously, next Friday.
Yep. That'll be on TNT. What crowd you say? Well, you can bet George Karl and the Milwaukee Bucks will have some tricks for the Lakers. George always cooks up something good for the Lakers. That game will be played Wednesday in Milwaukee. Then Friday, the Lakers are at Indiana. On Saturday, they're at Minnesota. Then they come back with Seattle on January the 17th. They're on Martin Luther King Day at the Staples Center.
The Bucks pulled out their high-power offense tonight, only winning by 50 against the Charlotte Hornets, 137 to 87.
And the Hornets obviously struggling without their man, Eddie Jones.
Jones close to being ready to come back.
I thought he might come back here this weekend against the Lakers, but he did not dress for that game. That was Friday. Here's Devin George for the jumper block, coming up short. Deion Clark for the rebound, and the outside pass to Chris Herron. Cross court, Brian Stiff, a veteran from Virginia, knifes his way into the lane. Sally from behind, hacks it away. Travis Knight comes up with a loose ball scramble. I'll hand it to Jerry West. That was a difficult trade to make. Eddie Jones was extremely popular here in Los Angeles. In fact, when he came in here Friday, when some street clothes, they were, once again, the chance of Eddie coming on. But we moved Elvin Campbell in that $7 million contract with Eddie Jones. And they get Glenn Rice in return. And it's worked out beautiful.
Jerry West has been placed in this situation more than just one time of having to make tough decisions along the way. But that's where, okay, the expertise of someone like Jerry West comes in as far as understanding the cap, how to utilize it, how to take advantage of it. And sometimes you have to give up a quality guy and a quality player, but in the long run, it makes you a much better basketball team for what you're trying to do, win a championship.
And it opened things up for Kobe Bryant, who's 7 years younger than Eddie Jones. Here's Herron for three. Got it. Chris Herron in the mold of some of those old Denver Nugget Jets, as Doug Moe used to call them. Speedy little Michael Adams, remember him? And Fat Lever, speed guys.
Not that we're on a campaign for Jerry West, but I think it also tells you, going back to the trading of Eddie Jones, that he kind of recognized just how good Kobe Bryant was going to be, and knew that he could afford to pull the trigger on that deal.
Well, of course, he traded Vlade Divac to Charlotte for the pick that got him this man. Out of Lower Merion, Ardmore, Pennsylvania, Kobe Bryant, who at that time was the 27th player in league history to come directly from high school into the pros. Been a wave of them since then. Here's Sally driving into the lane. Finger rolls it up and in. 123-90. Lakers big. 4:23 left in the game. The Lakers scored 72 points in the first half, which is not a league high for the year. Indiana had 76 earlier this year against Atlanta. Jones rings the bell with a three-pointer. Nor was it a club record, that 72 points. They scored 91 in that first half against Golden State, 72. And this got a little tickled on that Denver bench. That's the first time he smiled tonight when Popeye hits the three. Here's Shaw for the jumper. Off the mark. Corey Alexander for the rebound. Drop pass by Corey to Brian Stiff. Ryan Bowen in the lineup now. Played in Turkey last year. He's from Iowa. He lays it up and in. Ryan Bowen. But his buddies call him Bones.
He has his own rooting section just to our left.
He's quite popular in Denver. He's a cult figure. Sally. Nice pass to Devin George. Inside pivot, lays it up, wouldn't go. Denver the other way with 3:18 to play. 123-95. Herron blasts to the baseline, reverses it up with the left hand, won't go. Devin George with the tip. He played at a Division III program last year in Augsburg. From Minneapolis, Minnesota. A private school up there. Devin, nice step to the glass. And fouled hard by Brian Stiff.
Brian Stiff said, "You're not getting a layup on me, tournament one. No way."
2:53 left in L.A. The Lakers cruising to their 15th consecutive victory, 123-95.
This is my body, and I can do whatever I want to it. I can push it, study it, tweak it, listen to it. Everybody wants to know what I'm on. What am I on? I'm on my bike 6 hours a day. What are you on?
She won't go near me until I get a diamond. No diamond, no amore. Great. We've only been out once, and she wants a diamond?
Introducing the Schick FX Diamond Razor. Alpha diamond coating makes each blade start sharper and stay sharper, shave after shave.
The diamond definitely improved our relationship, if you know what I'm saying.
Schick, the feel of smart design.
The new Sonata from Hyundai with the freedom of America's best warranty.
Coming up next on Inside the NBA, presented by Hyundai, E.J. Kenny and Danny Ainge will have scores and highlights from around the league featuring the Jazz Spurs and the Hornets Bucks, and more on the Nuggets and the Lakers. Plenty of highlights of this match. Shaquille O'Neal. And the Lakers over the last 5 quarters played have outscored the opponents by an average of 11.6 points per quarter. That's picking up from the 3rd quarter in Seattle Saturday night when they outscored the Sonics 34-12 in the 3rd. They outscored the Sonics in the 2nd half of that game 61-34. And then they come out in this game and score 72 first half points against Denver. Quarters of 43 and 29. Devin George at the line. The free throw by the young man up and good.
Now I understand what Jackson was talking about. It was going to take them until January to learn how to score 40 points every quarter running the offense.
The triple post. There is Phil Jackson, of course, with him, the 77-year-old architect of the triple post, is Tex Winter. But he doesn't really lay claim to the origins of that. Sam Barry was his college coach at USC. Sam Barry had some pretty good players. He had Tex, who played forward, is 5'11". He had Alex Hannum, who was later a very good NBA coach. And he also had Bill Sherman, who won that championship in 71-72 as the coach of the Lakers. That's quite a group.
They all won a few basketball games.
Yep. Stiff for the hopper. In and out. Rebound, Brian Shaw. Pete Newell and Phil Wolfert were contemporaries as well, and all of them got their origins down here in Southern California. Along with a guy by the name of Jimmy Needles of Loyola, Los Angeles. He was the 36th Olympic coach. It was way back during the war years.
Kevin, I'm way out of this. You start talking about 30.
Tex is a fascinating guy. Talking to him earlier tonight, man. He's going way back to the origins of that triple post and throwing out all these names. I mean, those are Hall of Fame names right there. You're talking about Pete Newell, Alex Hannum, Sherman. Had nothing to do in L.A. at that time but play here. This place was covered with orange grove. Here's Bowen with a drive into the lane. And foul. And also on the bench with Phil Jackson, of course, his assistant Frank Hamlin. And there's Jimmy Clemens, who was a rookie on the Laker team in 71-72. Clemens was with Phil before the championship years, and Frank Hamlin joined him for a couple of those championship runs. Lakers win the tip. Lakers leading 126-95. Sally into the lane, missed the running lane.
One other guy that we probably should mention is a long-time assistant here at the Laker organization, Bill Burkle, who has just been moved into a different role, different capacity now with Phil Jackson coming in, bringing in his staff. They respected him so much for what he has done here in the organization, and because of his basketball knowledge, they have made him part of the staff.
Oh, he was part of the great 80s. The great 80s. He was in the nucleus of that, winning 5 championships here in the 80s, Bill Burkle. Of course, the man up top who's seen all these Laker games firsthand, whether it be at the Forum or at the Staples Center, is Chick Hearn, the venerable voice of the Los Angeles Lakers. You come into L.A., you got to pay homage to Chick at least once during the course of the game.
No question.
1:10 left in the ball. There he is. There's the man. Laker broadcaster for 34 years. He's loving this one. He's loving this ride. A minute left in the game, 128-95. This is the Lakers' high point total of the season. I'm not sure the significance of the green bear, but AC Green's got one over on the bench. The Iron Man, AC Green. Maybe that's the trick.
Tough to run Cheryl over to get an update on the green bear.
The lucky green bear. John Sally at the free throw line. Well, you see coaches go into broadcasting and then come back into coaching, but it's rare you see players play, go into broadcasting, and then come back into the uniform and play in the league. Can't think anybody else has done that. It's John Sally.
That's right. John did grab the mic from us prior to the game as we were going through our rehearsal.
He did?
Wanted to get a little piece of the action.
Billy was a studio host this season with NBC. 51 seconds left in the ball game. 130-95 count. Here's Alexander losing the handle. Fisher will bring it the other way. .35 seconds left in the fourth period. High post cut. Shaw with a dribble handoff from Knight. Working on Ryan Bone with crossover baseline spin. Lay it up. Blocked by Bone. Pretty block. Outlet to Heron. Swings it to Corey Alexander. 17 seconds remaining. And that will be that. The Lakers now have won 22 of the last 23. They have won 14 straight at home. They have won 15 straight overall. They are the winningest team in professional basketball at 30-5. And they win it here tonight over Denver, 130-95. Once again, the final score, Lakers 130, Denver 95. For Cheryl Miller, Mike Fratello, I'm Kevin Calabro, saying good night from Los Angeles, where the streak is alive now at 15. Coming up next, it's Inside the NBA with Ernie Johnson. So long from L.A.